Alright, hello YouTube. I'm going to bring you a deck profile of my updated BA list for the new November 9th ban list. And this is my fourth attempt. My first few attempts were ruined by my cat, and my last attempt was ruined by a phone call. So I hope this time I can do it. Anyway, BA got hit on the ban list, as with every meta deck. But they did not get hit nearly as bad as Nekroz or Shadal's, or as everyone else believes that they did. One graph fucking sucks, but we're still fine. Let's get to the deck list. I play one graph. Someone please play me the world's smallest violin. This is the saddest thing ever. And then we have two Seer, rubbing salt in the wound. This is horrible. 3 special summoners, and not even just special summoners, 3 amazing special summoners that made us just be able to mill without caring about anything, are now, limited or brought down. We used to be able to run 6 total of these, and now we can only run 3. It really fucking sucks. But it's not as bad as everyone thinks right off the bat. The people who think that BA are dead probably don't play Burning Abyss, because you can loop your graphs back with your Seers. You can loop your graph back with your Dantes. You're fine. Like, having one graph, as long as graph is at 1, the deck will still be viable in my opinion. If graph goes to 0 and Seer goes to 1, then we'll probably see Burning Abyss die off. But until then, Burning Abyss will always be around. Anyway, 3 Skarm, of course. Still can play 3 Skarm, so we still are. This searches out our tour guide. And then I'm playing 3 Libic now. Many people like to disagree with me on this, but I think Libic is awesome. I have not had him, well, he wasn't awesome before, but he kind of is now, in my opinion. I haven't had him clog at 3 yet, like I thought I would. And he's really helped me just make a Dante when I was in a sticky situation, so I like Libic at 3 now, because we can't really run as much of our good cards as we used to be able to. And then I play 2 Farfa now to help go for OTKs, and just because Farfa is really good, and I have less spots in my deck now, thanks to, the graphs and the Seers leaving. So yeah, and for the one of Burning Abyss monsters, we play 1 Rubik because we can recycle it with Dante and Seer. 1 Draghi, or however you say his name, because he allows us to search pretty well and put cards on top of our deck, but sometimes he sucks ass because you use his effect because you have to, and then you end up milling a graph, and why would you not use your graph? So his effect is wasted, but he's just sitting there because he's another BA monster pretty much, and he doesn't suck like the other ones. Then we have 1 Kagna to search out a card that I'll show later, that I feel like I have to play now, and then 1 Barbar, because he's basically a Gaga cowboy that is, I can't talk or move things around. He's basically a cowboy that is archetype specific, and we can abuse over and over if we have to. 1 tour guide, of course, you can't even see her for a second. 1 tour guide because she's at 1, so 1 mathematician. Joke's on you guys. Joke's on you. I told everyone to play 1 math, and I didn't really tell anyone, actually. Only the people on Reddit. But I told a bunch of people. I just said I didn't. Anyway, I thought 1 math was the optimal choice, because if you have a math and a tour guide in hand, they can brick really fucking bad, because you either want to do one or the other depending on the situation. And then I just do not like playing more than 1 math because he clogs really, really bad. And I just don't even think he's that great of a card, but in a deck like this, you kind of need to play him. You can send Libic to special summon from hand for a Dante. You can send Graph to search out a Skarm. You can send Barbar to end the game, pretty much, or you can send Graph to search Barbar to end the game, if they're below 900. He's just really versatile in this deck, and you kind of have to play him. And now that he's at 1, I feel a lot better about not buying 3 like everyone told me to, because I saved myself an ass ton of money. Not really an ass ton, but 3 Backjack. I used to not like Backjack at 3 because I hated drawing it. But I decided to just up my trap count and put him at 3, or up my discard trap count, because Backjack is amazing, to be honest. Now that we're a little slower, we kind of need Backjack to get our resources in grave, and you can pick what he mills pretty much. So Backjack is great. I don't know why I haven't been running him at 3. Then for the spells, I run 2 Good and Evil in the Burning Abyss. I like Good and Evil now. I feel like we kind of have to play it because it's helped me get out of so many sticky situations since I started playing it. It really helps me find my resources that I need and pitch the ones that I don't. And it's just, I think it's a great card now. And I search it with Cagna, or if I draw it, I will use a discard trap like Raigeki Break or Karma Cut and get rid of it. And then I main deck 2 MSTs because of my locals. MST is a really bad main deck choice if you're going to a regional or a YCS. But MST is a pretty good main deck choice for locals because of the amount of rogue. And then 1 Foolish Burial. I want to get a Soul Charge in here, but my only Soul Charge is currently in my Mermail deck, which is my main deck right now. So I can't take it out. But I'll probably find a spot for a Soul Charge in the future. But Soul Charge went up from $3 when I bought mine to $8. So that's just, that's stupid. I don't want to buy another one when I already have one. So I think I'll just switch it in whenever I want to play it. Then for the traps, I play 2 Traveler, because I think Traveler is honestly the best trap right now. Your opponent blows up your whole field, don't worry, you can get their graveyard effects, search out your shit, loop stuff with Dante, and then just special summon it all back on the end phase. Like, this card is amazing. Sorry that I was just doing this weird tilty thing. Anyway. Or you can just, I can't even start to explain all the situations it's useful in it. This is such a good card, and I love it. It's probably the best trap right now. Well, the BA specific trap. And then I play 1 Fire Lake. Fire Lake really isn't as good as it used to be now. And I just cut it down to 1 because I can search it, so. You don't want to be popping all your shit when you don't have Dante's or not Dante's, but Grass and Seers out the ass now. 3 Fiend Griefing, because Fiend Grieving is amazing. It gets our deck going. And it stops opponents' plays. I just think Fiend Grieving is amazing. And it's also a good side deck choice when you're siding stuff out, because it's not good against every deck. Then I play 2 Karma Cut. Sadly, 1 is gold, 1 is a ugly common that's badly damaged. But anyway, 2 Karma Cut is amazing. It's one of your discard traps, so you can be plussing while you're, costing for your traps. And it can just drain your opponent's resources so fast. I used this against a Deneb versus Satellar's and banished all their Denebs, and it was amazing. And I won, and it was great. And then 2 Raigeki Break, because of my locals. Again, I play a lot of Rogue, and this card is amazing against Rogue. I always side this out against meta, though. And then 1 Wing Blast, because I like the 5-card discard trap ratio. And with my locals, this card really isn't as good as it normally is. I will probably, when I side, I would side out the 2 Raigeki Breaks and put in 2 more Wing Blasts when I'm playing against meta. But against Rogue, I like the 1. And then for the 1-ofs, I play, that was a horrible fan, I am so sorry. I play the 1 Skill Drain, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, and 1 Vanities. Because these are just amazing, amazing, powerful cards. And I really like the 4 ratio of the 1-ofs. Like the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Now for the extra deck. 3 Dantes. Does this really need explaining? It's Dante. It's what gets the deck going. I don't really know what else to say. 2 Virgils, because I have 2. And the second one comes up often enough for me to warrant playing 2. 3 Downward Magician, because you'll make this often, and I make 3 enough to warrant playing 3. 1 F0 Utopic Future. You make this with 2 Dantes. He has 0 attack, and neither player takes battle damage from him, or from attacks involving him. And whenever you attack opponent's monster with this, you get to take it until the end of the battle phase. So he can steal games hilariously, and I think he is funny and fun enough to play it. And he can just steal games when you normally wouldn't have games, so yeah. 1 Giga Brilliant. Helps go for OTKs. He helps to go for, big swings if Dante isn't big enough to get over something. He's just a really versatile and good card, in my opinion. 1 Acid Golem. I think this card is absolute trash, and I hate having to play it, but you have to. He helps OTK. He helps get over big monsters that we normally couldn't get over. And yeah, he's too big of a beat stick to not play, but I absolutely fucking hate him. One Zen mains. I also dislike making Zen mains because if you're making Zen mains, you're probably losing with this deck. But yeah, he's too good not to run. We kind of have to. He's always great when we're in a sticky situation. One Nightmare Shark. If you make this with a Barbar, you can detach the Barbar for his effect and make a 2900 swing, which is great. And really is an amazing just tool for going for game when your opponent is whittled down but still has an established board. And then one Tim Tempo, I think his name is, yeah. He's fucking hilarious. Whenever your opponent like has a 101 with one material on it, you can just make this, get rid of their material, and then attack over it. It's situational as fuck, but it's fun, so I like it. And then this is a 14 card extra deck. So if I had one, I would put in a Met-equipped Engineer. I'll probably have to get one off eBay because no one at my locals has been having one. But yeah, this is my BA deck profile. I would have the side deck, but I kind of took my deck apart when the banlist came out, and then I realized, wait, BAs are fine. And then I put it all back together. But by that point, it was too late, and all my side deck cards were already distributed to other decks that I owned. So I'll have to work on getting that side deck back together. But it was mainly just stuff like, I have my binder right here. I can actually grab these. 3 Vanities, and then 3 Majesties. And then I played, oh, by the way, RIP. I played, what was it, like Flying Sea for the mirror, and, well, actually I didn't play it for the mirror, I played it against the Tellers. What else did I have? I don't even remember, but it was just look, you don't even need to look up a deck profile to get a good side deck idea. Just look at the decks at your locals, and then put in hate for them in your side deck, and then you should be fine. And again, I'm very sorry about the shakiness of this video. I'm sure you understand why. I can't really help it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Burning Abyss deck profile, and I hope you agree with me that the deck is still fine, because I don't see why it wouldn't be. It can still compete fine, and I would argue that it is probably the best deck right now until we get the new Magispector Cosmo bullshit that's going to be coming out. And I'm not even caught up on the cards that are out right now, so if Cosmos have their Dark Destroyers and their Strawmen right now, or whatever they are, they're probably better than Burning Abyss. Maybe? But I still think that Burning Abyss is probably either the best or still the second best deck of this format until the new stuff comes out. Anyway, I've rambled on for far too long. You have a great day.